Let us study the iterates function, and to do so we look at a specific problem from mathematical biology. Let us study populations with non-overlapping generations. To get a comment like this, type it in double quotation marks. If this year's population is P, then next year's is, and let's put a formula. Let us say 3.6 P times 1 minus P. So let us work with an initial population of P equal to 0.4. Then we can take this formula here. We substitute 0.4 for P and approximate. So next year's population will be about 0.86. We can repeat this. We substitute again, but now we would like to substitute the population of our second year. So the expression in line number 6. Approximate, and you get a new population for the year after of 0.42. We can repeat this many times, but we would like to automate this. And this is where the iterates function comes in. Iterates. The expression which provides the iteration for us is the expression in line number 3. What varies is P. As starting point, we used 0.4. And let's say we would like to study the population for the next 8 years. Approximate it, and here you get the initial population, the year after, another year after, one more year later, and so on. This information is difficult to display. We can read it off, but to graphically display it, we should have kept track of the year. So let's write down a different expression here. Let's write down the year t and the population. Let me call it x for the moment. The next year's information will be t plus 1, that means next year, and we write down the expression in line number 3. So that gives us the population 1 year later, keeping track of the year. We could call this entire object here u. Let's write u equal to this. And then t is the first coordinate of u, and p is the second coordinate of u. So in here it will be good to substitute for p. We put the second coordinate of u, u sub 2. For t, we put the first coordinate, u sub 1. And now we would like to take iterates of of the expression in line number 14. We iterate over u. We start in year 0 with a population of 0.4. And we like to study this for the next 15 years. Let's approximate. And here we get the list of the points. In year 0, the population is 0.4. In year 1, the population is 0.86. In year 14, the population is 0.5402 on some scale. This information we may also graph. So let's create a graphing window. Let's tile so we can see both. And then we plot the points. Here they are. The value for p ranges between 0 and 1, so we could first of all move our let's move out like this first, and then let us center kind of here and zoom in vertically, and maybe one step horizontally as well. You may want to connect the points, and you can remember how to do this. You go to Option, Display, Points, connect the points, okay, and then go back and graph one more time. And here you see how the population changes from generation to generation.